Hello, this is Paul from Foresight Tech. In this lecture, we are going to find the basic percentage. Okay, just use the definition. What is percentage mean? Percentage, which means a number out of 100. Okay, so look at the first questions. If we have 240 people out of 400 state they like dogs, what the percent is this? What the percent mean? Okay, so the basic information, we have a total number. Then we have 240 out of the total number. Can you see all the information is here? So we have 240 out of 400. Okay, so from here we can set up the percentage. What is 240 out of which means over, right? So all we need to do is 240. We set up a 240 out of 400. And then what to do to find this fraction? We know how to convert the fraction to percent. So first we're going to find the decimal. So 240 divided by 400 is 0.6, and then 0.6 is the decimal go to percent is times 100, right? So 0.6 is times 100 is get 60. So that's 60%. We get 60%. Or you can move the decimal to right 2 steps, okay, and then did the first. That's your definition. How about the second? And if the sales tax, okay, we say we have the tax is 7%. Suppose how much tax will you have to pay if you buy 200 goods? Okay, if you spend 200, how much tax we have to pay? All the information is what it is percent. 7%, which means if we buy $100, we have to pay $7 of the tax. Now we buy 200, so we have to pay 7% of 200, which means $14, right? Okay, all we need to do is just from this information 7% out of $200. Okay, so all we need to do, let me write like this, is 7%. How much tax of $200 is this information, right? So 7% of $200. What does this mean? This means 7% times 200. Now is 2 times. Okay, off is times. We will write the $200 times 7%, which means times 0.07. This is 7%, right? You can change it the percentage to the decimal by divided by 100, or move the decimal to left 2 decimal places. So we find it is 0.7, and then do multiplication, which is $14. This is the answer. One more question. Can you see here? If we have these questions, a project aim to raise money. At the end, they raise the total money is this, which is 250% of their original goal. So what was their original goal? So the questions we'll look at is here. What is the original goal? Okay. So these questions, the best way is we're going to do basic algebra. Okay. And this is the variable we need to solve. Let me set up this is x. And we set up a simple equation to solve for this variable that we need. So what kind of equation we need to set up? You know the information is there, right? See, these dollars, which is 250% off, 250% off, which means what? Multiplication, right? So 250% times their goal is equals, okay, this number. Let me highlight. So this is the one we need, and they use this information. What do we get? So we will get this. We will get 250% of their original goal, which means times x, right? And then equals this number, 21,500. Okay, so this is what we set up. We set up this equation. Let me show. We just set up this equation. Okay, and then what to do? We solve this equation, get what we need. How to solve? This is a number, so we divide it by this number both sides. We can get x. So what is x? We get, let's see, x we get is this. We use this number divided by this coefficient, which is 21,500 divided by 250%. This is x, and then do calculation. I'll copy this number. How about the 250%? We change it to decimal. How to change it? Which means divided by 100. So we get a 2.5. Or you move the decimal to left the 2 decimal places, so you also get a 2.5. And then this is division. Use your calculator. How many number I get? I get $8,600. Okay, so this is the original goal. So the original goal we already find. That's all. Thank you.